So you've made the decision to start your YouTube channel, but you're still on the fence and actually taking action in order to get your YouTube channel off of the ground. I am here to tell you that you're probably suffering from an issue related to goal setting. So as you think about going into 2024, here's some tips and tricks on how you can set some really great goals to ultimately take action on getting that YouTube channel off of the ground. Hey YouTube, it's Natasha with Subscribers to Clients. Welcome to my channel. My channel focuses on all things small and aspiring YouTubers. I am here to provide you with tips, tricks, and resources on ultimately how you can yield success with a small following. And part of seeing that success is making sure that you are setting goals. Now, you're not just setting goals for the sake of setting goals. You are setting goals because you have the intention on actually taking action. And what I have found over the course of my life is that setting SMART goals are ultimately the best route that you can take in terms of setting yourself up for success. Now, I know that we're at the end of the year, and that does not mean that it's too late for you to get started. In actuality, while I did technically start my channel in early 2022, my first 2 videos were actually posted in December, so late December, this actual time frame in 2021. So I kind of consider myself to have a little bit of a head start in regards to my YouTube channel, although I didn't really get the gears going until early 2022, so in January. With that being stated, it is not too late for you to ultimately start to get your YouTube channel off of the ground, or just start to work on the components of getting your YouTube channel off of the ground. I want to use this video to go through what I would consider to be SMART goals for you to ultimately be able to yield that success. But before we get to that, you have to actually understand what SMART goals are. And starting with the actual acronym, SMART, S stands for specific. So you want to make sure that your goals are clear and intentional. You want to get down to the nitty-gritty details of what your goal is. You don't want your goal to be too broad to the point where you feel like you don't really have the opportunity to be able to accomplish it. So as you're thinking about what your goals will be for your YouTube channel and you being able to get started, think about the specific elements that you want to accomplish. And this could mean you end up having multiple goals. Like, that's okay. You don't have to fit everything into one goal. But ultimately, your purpose here is to make sure that it's clear and intentional. Now, going to M, you want it to be measurable. And this just means that you want to make sure that your goals can be tracked in some way, shape, or form for you to be able to see progress. What's the purpose in setting a goal if you ultimately don't have an actual target that you're working towards? So being able to make sure that your goals are measurable allows you the opportunity to see the progress that you're making towards your goals. Now, A stands for attainable. This means that you are making goals that you can actually achieve. We are not fans of setting goals, again, for the sake of setting goals. We don't want you to set a goal that ultimately is unrealistic. So you really want to take a step back and make sure that the goal that you're setting for yourself can actually be obtained. And this means making sure that the other factors make sense. So don't say that your goal is going to be measurable, but you set that measurement to be something that's so super duper soon. You want to make sure that, again, your goals are in the most realistic state as possible, which gives you the upper hand to be able to actually be able to achieve them. Now, R stands for realistic, which ultimately means that you have the opportunity to be able to be real with yourself and say that this is actually a goal that you can achieve. Now, outside of just the achievement piece, I also want you to make sure that you put goals down that aren't just super easy. The purpose of goals is to also be able to challenge yourself, get out of your comfort zone. Maybe there's a particular task or thing that you want to accomplish, but ultimately you just haven't been able to get to it. This could be a really great goal for you to set. And ultimately, it's still considered to be realistic. It's just a little bit of a challenge for you. And finally, the T stands for time bound. So you want to make sure that your goals have some form of a deadline. That can mean you accomplishing this specific goal within a month. It could be you accomplishing it within 2 months. Again, whatever that time bound measurement is for your goal, you want to make sure that it's actually something something that is achievable. Don't say that you're going to start a 6-figure business in 2 months. Like, again, you want to make sure that your goals are realistic in nature and basically follows all of the elements of SMART goals. So now that we've taken the time to understand what a SMART goal is, I want to give you some examples of what a SMART goal could be as you go into 2024 and ultimately think about starting your YouTube channel. But first, if you're not subscribed to my channel, then be sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button as well as that bell so that you can get notified of all of my videos that do drop weekly. Now, in regards to your YouTube channel, the biggest thing that you want to remember is that small steps can also be considered to be big steps. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, but you haven't thought about what industry and or niche you want to focus on or where your passion lies, I would turn that into a SMART goal. Now, that doesn't mean that your SMART goal ends up being find your niche by end of February 2024. Your SMART goal could actually be smaller than that. It could be research 3 different niches by the end of January. Again, you've gotten very specific in regards to your goal. It's measurable because you know that there's 3 different niches that you're going to be able to research. It's obtainable given the time frame. It's also realistic and it is time bound. So again, it hits all of those elements of SMART. Now, some other goals that you want to take into consideration as you think about your channel are also setting up your actual YouTube account. Get the opportunity to really get familiar with what is on the back end of YouTube. YouTube is way more than just making videos and posting them up there. You need to make sure that you have goals in mind in regards to what your analytics look like. You want to make sure that you also take into consideration how your thumbnails will be. How will your images be within your actual YouTube channel? What are some of the elements that you're going to do in order to build a community, even though you do have a small following? All of these are elements in which you can actually create SMART goals around. Now, I know that even saying that list out loud sounds a little bit daunting, but I'm here to tell you that it is definitely possible. You just need to make sure that you create those SMART goals and ultimately stick to it. There's no purpose in you creating goals and then not sticking to it or not trying to actually work towards hitting those goals. So make sure that anything that you put pen to paper that you're actually going to see through. Well, that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, then be sure to give me a thumbs up, as well as if you are not in my Facebook group community for subscribers to clients, then I highly encourage that you join. I'll be sure to leave that resource down below in the description box, as well as I do have a freebie for you, some information on how you can also start to think about your YouTube journey. So I'll be sure to leave that link down below as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.